Good morning from Scotland, Corey here, and welcome back to my trek of the West Highland Way. Just left, I believe, mile 70.4-ish. A nice stay by that campsite last night. Only a couple of other people rolled in. It is 9:30 right now. I was actually ready to go at 8:30, but I stopped by the inn for some breakfast. Glad I did. Had like 6 glasses of juice, and they also had Nutella packets. So I snagged a bunch of those, well, it's a couple of Marmite ones. I do like Marmite. Also, the server there was actually on the PCT. I think he said last year. His trail name was Paradise. So we talked a little bit about that. So today, I didn't mind heading out later because it's going to be a shorter day. I'm aiming for 9 miles to this town coming up. Starts with a K. I'll put it on screen because I forgot. I reserved a little camping spot there, so there's only like 25 miles, a little less than that left in this trail, so I'm going to do a smaller day today and then a bigger day tomorrow. But even though it's only 9 miles, it's not going to be an easy day. There's about 1,300 feet of ascent between here and that town, and 1,200 of it is in the next 4 miles, and I believe about 1,100 of it is in that mile 3 to 4. So we have a big climb. Looks like I'm heading this way, and I'm guessing we're going to have to get over one of these bad boys to the right. So yeah, I'm glad I'm hopped up on juice. But after we reach that crest, it's mainly all downhill straight into town over the last like 5 miles. So yesterday, I think I was wondering about the geology of this mountain range, and actually my brother told me something I did not know. These mountains were actually part of the Appalachian Mountain Range back when the continents were together in like Pangea. That's pretty cool. Okay, I can already tell it's going to be a slow going 4 miles just based off the terrain alone. Okay, I earned a bit of a respite. Finished the first part of the climb. Oh, shoot. So that means I have to take my pack off. Okay, as I was saying, I earned a bit of a respite from the climb. Over the next 1.5 miles, it's only about 80 feet of ascent. After that, it'll be a really big climb. I think the guide said something called I think it was the Devil's Staircase. Seems to be a lot of those all over the world. So I wonder what this one will be like. There it is. I was dreading seeing this second bridge because this is where the climb begins. Engineered zigzags. That's a fancy way of saying switchbacks. Okay, so actually I was slightly off. It's on 1,100 feet. Over the next 1.1 miles, it's only 837 feet. So that's a little bit better. Up and up she goes. Where it stops, nobody knows. Well, I guess probably at the top. Well, going back and forth to get those shots and set the camera is pretty difficult, so I hope you guys appreciate that. If you do, make sure to like and subscribe. And hey, I even have a Patreon link below. Help me keep this indefinite trip going. Well, that looked too refreshing to pass up. I continue to press onward. Onward and upward. Always upward. Okay, still heading up. Not even checking the map. So yeah, I'm guessing we're heading straight over this guy. You know, it's not great in the moment, but this is definitely type 2 fun, as they say. I mean, if it wasn't for these type of challenges, there wouldn't really be any meaning to all this, right? I mean, if you're not challenging yourself, what's the point? But yeah, I'm definitely a little more out of shape than I was in PCT. I remember, shoot, going up Mount Whitney was like almost no problem. Actually, I just remembered I slack packed Mount Whitney. So now I don't feel too bad. Okay, halfway up the climb. 480-ish feet to go. I'm just looking back to where I came from because I can't really see where I'm going. To me, it's just a wall of rock. This is just a stroll. This is easy. I love switchbacks. I wonder when the hard part begins. I see a cairn up there, which means I think I'm finally almost at the top. I am now descending about 4.9 miles to go. Maybe 100-ish feet of ascent between here and there, but 2,000 feet down. So pretty much all downhill. The rest of the day, it's only 12 o'clock. So yeah, that felt pretty good. Unfortunately, I couldn't get any drone shots up there. It's too windy. I did, for the first time though on this trip, break out the 360 camera, so I'll see if I can get anything usable from that. I haven't practiced with it too much. I brought that mainly because it's waterproof. It's the only really waterproof camera I have besides my phone. But I also think, you know, eventually I'll do some more actiony stuff. Once I get over to Europe, I was thinking about maybe doing some like via ferratas, some like rock scrambles or something where I think the 360 camera would be pretty good. But I'll look over that in my camera gear breakdown. So make sure you ring that bell, see when that drops. But now it's just an arduous process of making my way down. Okay, finally turning left around this mountain. I think I see the town down there. Why am I going up trail? The town is down there. Looks like I'm leaving the trail and about to get on a dirt road. Okay, I haven't recorded much on the way down. Still going. This road has just been super steep. So it's been killing the tips of my toes. This feels like the longest road walk of my life. And I'm counting the Union Canal. Okay, still going. About 0.8 to go. Okay guys, made it to the campground. Got here at about 2, but registration doesn't start until 3, so just been hanging around. Was actually kind of looking at some of the options around here for replacing some gear, and looks like it's pretty limited. I didn't see any specific camping store, but I'll check the comments on Far Out and see if some store might stock water filters. But if not, it's only 15 miles to the next town, and also the end of the trail, or the end of the West Highland Way anyway. So stats for today, it was exactly 9 miles. Ascent was about 1350 and descent was 2096. So on paper it seemed like mostly downhill. Calories burned though, I watched this 2000, and I don't think it's like factoring in the weight of my pack. I mean, I guess it couldn't. I think it just goes by heart rate. But yeah, I mean, carrying that weight up that hill, it had to have burnt a lot of calories, more than what my watch is showing. Anyway, so tomorrow, it's gonna be an early day. I'm gonna shoot to get out here probably by 6 or so I could just push all the way through to the end. I'm going to get checked in, maybe grab a pint, and then charge some devices and probably turn in early. So thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow when we finish the West Highland Way. Goodbye forever.